Okay, so Oklahoma on the recruiting trail. What's going on there? Guys, listen, I even might have a special surprise for y'all to where if you guys continue watching throughout the video, I'm going to throw in a prediction for a 2025 recruit. It's one that you guys aren't going to want to miss. So make sure that you guys are staying tuned in and engaged. Guys, I want to hear from y'all. Jump down in the comments below, join the discussion. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that awesome like button. And also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. But today we got to talk about some of the recruits that were on campus for Oklahoma against the West Virginia game. And then also, like I said, if you continue watching, we'll have some 5-star nuggets as well as also a prediction for a 2025 recruit. But we got to start off with Tyler Mercer, the offensive lineman that a lot of people didn't expect to be on campus. Came here, visited, still doesn't have the offer though. So we're going to be curious to see exactly what happens with Grant Bricks, Eddie Pierre-Louis, and Jordan Seaton. Does Tyler Mercer end up deciding that he wants to be a part of this class for Oklahoma? So if you look at Tyler Mercer and look at what he could potentially bring here to OU, Tyler Mercer is a 6'3", 270-pound offensive lineman out of Prosper, Texas. These are the kind of offensive linemen that when Bill Bedenbaugh gets a hold of them, hey, he is able to really develop these guys and turn them into great offensive linemen. And as you can see here in the huddle film, this is one of the great things I love about 247 Sports, guys, is they have some of this huddle film here, is Tyler Mercer is really good at blocking these defenders. He's quick on his feet. He's strong. As you can see here, just completely moved that defensive lineman out of the way. And as you're going to see right here again, look at those hands, just attacking all over the place. Tyler Mercer's got the skill. The question is Oklahoma going to offer Tyler Mercer and get him on campus? Now, the next prospect that I want to look at that was on campus for Oklahoma is Camren Campbell, the 6 foot, 163-pound cornerback out of Tampa, Florida. Here you guys go. It's not a 5'10" or a 5'11" cornerback. Can we all say that 6 foot's better? I want to hear from y'all because I know you'll always have rebuttal to a 5'10" or a 5'11" corner. But this was a guy that was committed to Michigan State. And as you can see here, again, another two-way athlete for Oklahoma. You know, the staff loves that. As a junior, he's been getting snaps at wide receiver, cornerback, and safety. He's credited for 19 tackles, 4 pass breakups, a sack, and an interception. Listen, when you look at Camren Campbell, which, funny here, West Virginia offered Camren Campbell after he visited Oklahoma. Coincidence? I think not. But this was a guy that was committed to Michigan State with Reggie Powers. According to On3, only took one official there, only one visit, ended up committing. So we'll see if Oklahoma is able to get that commitment from Camren Campbell. Interesting that they're willing to take another cornerback not named Kobe Black, which, listen, we'll just move on to that news. Kobe Black, at least I didn't see him, so I don't think he was there. But here's the deal. Kobe Black keeps his visits quiet. So maybe he was there. He was hidden somewhere. Oklahoma didn't see him. So we'll have to see what's going on with Kobe Black down the road. Terry Bussey, the 5-star athlete that's currently committed to Texas A&M, obviously with Jimbo being fired, there has been a question raised. Are they going to be able to keep some of these guys that are committed? Obviously, you're going to see guys hit the portal. You're going to see guys decommit. You've already seen some guys decommit from Texas A&M even before Jimbo got fired. But Terry Bussey is a guy that has taken 5 unofficials to A&M, hasn't even taken an official yet. He's taken 2 visits to Oklahoma. He's taken 2 to Alabama. He's taken 4 to Texas. And I think a dark horse sleeper that nobody's paying attention to, LSU. They've gotten 3 visits. 2 in the past couple of months. You have 1 on October 14th that was an unofficial, 1 on September 23rd that was an official. So Terry Bussey, if he decides to decommit from Texas A&M, as I've said, I would favor Oklahoma there. Would watch out for LSU being a dark horse in this recruitment, potentially getting Terry Bussey on campus again. Might be able to put them over Oklahoma in that recruitment. But Oklahoma's not going to let up on Terry Bussey because he's a guy that can play wide receiver or cornerback for you, completely versatile. Now, I do want to, before we move into our prediction, I want to be able to talk about Sammy Brown because this is a guy that people are still asking questions about, especially now with Dabo Swinney's name being thrown around for the head coaching job at Texas A&M. And I understand what Dabo said, but can we all admit that Dabo Swinney dodged the question without dodging the question? And let me help you make that make sense. He answered the question, but he was very vague in his answer, right? You can get a little bit more specific there. And Dabo Swinney's a weird dude. A&M's weird. It actually kind of matches up perfectly. And with everything that's been going on at A&M, it wouldn't be shocked me to see Dabo Swinney go in there and make a change, right? Get a fresh start and go to A&M, right? Especially where he's got all of the resources. And I'm not saying he doesn't have all the resources at Clemson, but at some point it might be time for a change. It might be time for a new scenery. And we could see Dabo Swinney do that. If you see Dabo Swinney do that, depending on who he takes with him to A&M and who gets to stay at Clemson, maybe you see a Sammy Brown decommit. And if Sammy Brown decommits, Oklahoma might be in the driver's seat. Additionally, the same thing for Brian Wesco. You might see guys hit the portal from Clemson. What does that have to do, right, with Oklahoma? Only time's going to be able to tell to see what Dabo Swinney decides to do out there. But we got to dive into this prediction. And I'm excited to talk to you guys about Kobe Sellers. Yes, the 5'11 and a half, 165-pound cornerback out of Shadow Creek, Texas. And I get it. Just a junior, right? Just his junior year. He still has an opportunity to rise in the recruiting rankings. But Kobe Sellers is a guy that, through multiple conversations with him, I believe he's going to end up in Oklahoma's class. So I'm going to pull up his huddle film here so that you guys are able to see a little bit more from him. But I want to give you guys a little bit of insight to why I think Kobe Sellers is going to be a part of Oklahoma and why I just feel so confident in this prediction. The 147th ranked player in the 247 composite rankings for the 2025 class out of Shadow Creek High School in Pearland, Texas. Got Oklahoma, Texas, Baylor. Those have been some of the primary schools in this recruitment. And if you're Oklahoma, you just feel like you're in a good spot. Some of the conversations that I've had with Kobe Sellers, he just says, I believe in Clemson. He was a big reason Clemson's defense was good. No doubt the defense is better. We will get will get better in the future with the 2024 class coming. OU is already a top school, and this was back when they were 4-0. But continuing to talk, even around the Texas game, where he was at that game, a visitor of Texas, he said by far the best game environment he's been to. Both teams played great. Sucks to see somebody lose, but I continue to talk to him about just where Oklahoma's at, right? Where's Oklahoma at on your list? And it feels like Oklahoma has been higher right there. And so, I'm willing to say I think Kobe Sellers is going to end up being an Oklahoma Sooner, mainly because not only do you have Jay Valai recruiting him, but you got guys like Kevin Sperry and his influence, and we've seen what that's done for this class. Mind you, although Oklahoma can take more than 25 recruits in the class, it's starting to fill up. I think they've already got 7 commits in this class. You want to be a guy that you lock your spot down early and you can continue help to build, right? You get a guy like Kobe Sellers. Maybe you can get Kobe Sellers to go out there and start making his pitch to get Jonah Williams. So when you watch Kobe Sellers film here, right, you see just how versatile he is on the field. You see how he is aware of where the ball is. He's not afraid to get up there and contend with those receivers. And he's not afraid to try to come down with the ball. This guy's taken 3 visits to Oklahoma, 3 visits to Texas. One of the visits technically was the Red River Showdown. So take that for what it is. You got to see Oklahoma there. But Kobe Sellers, I'm saying it, going to be a part of the class. You guys can jump over to Instagram and see the graphic there where, listen, we're going to be doing some more of these this season. And I will be putting those up as we go along. We'll be making some prediction videos. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys this week. It's going to be a fun one. Oklahoma's got TCU coming up. They have some upcoming visitors there. Been talking to some recruits. We'll have that visitor list out for you guys probably Friday before the game. So keep your eyes there. Oklahoma's coming up for BYU. We got a BYU Oklahoma prediction or coming up. We got that video coming up with a BYU content creator. Would love to have you guys pull up there. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Jump down in the comments below. Give me your guys' thoughts on the prediction of Kobe Sellers to the University of Oklahoma. Additionally, what do you think about some of these other recruits?